Welcome back to the Lose Weight Now channel. This is gonna blow your mind. Today, it's all about the top 10 foods you need to avoid if you're serious about ditching those stubborn pounds. Yeah, you heard me right. We're about to expose the biggest culprits holding you back from rocking that bikini or those skinny jeans. So grab your notebooks, because class is in session. And don't even think about skipping to the end. Every single food on this list is important. Trust me, you'll want to take notes. This is like essential knowledge for anyone who eats. So basically everyone. Before we jump into the good stuff, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button harder than you smash those late night cravings. Let's build a squad dedicated to healthy living, one delicious step at a time. Are you ready to transform your body and your life? Let's get started. First up, we have the ultimate frenemies, sugary drinks. You know the ones I'm talking about, those tempting sodas, those fancy schmancy coffees with whipped cream mountains, and those juice boxes that pretend they're healthy. Spoiler alert, they're not your friends. These sugary concoctions are basically empty calories in disguise, sneaking into your diet and sabotaging your weight loss goals like nobody's business. Think of it this way. You wouldn't chug a bottle of syrup before hitting the gym, right? Well, drinking a can of soda is basically the same thing, except maybe slightly less messy. These sugary drinks spike your blood sugar levels, leaving you feeling hungry and craving even more sugary goodness. It's a vicious cycle, my friends. So, how do you kick these sugary drinks to the curb? It's all about finding healthier alternatives that won't leave you feeling deprived. Ditch the soda and embrace the refreshing goodness of plain or sparkling water. Add some lemon, cucumber, or mint for a little flavor explosion. Craving something sweet? Don't worry, I got you. Opt for unsweetened iced tea or coffee, and add a touch of stevia or erythritol if you need a little sweetness in your life. Remember, small changes make a big difference in the long run. By simply swapping out sugary drinks for healthier options, you'll be well on your way to crushing those weight loss goals. Next up, we're tackling the crispy, crunchy, oh-so-tempting world of fried foods. Now, I'm not saying you can never enjoy a plate of fries again, but if you're serious about losing weight, you gotta show these deep-fried delights who's boss. Fried foods are like calorie bombs, loaded with unhealthy fats that can seriously hinder your weight loss progress. Imagine this. You're working out, breaking a sweat, feeling like a total rock star. But then, you indulge in a mountain of fried chicken, and it's like hitting the reset button on all your hard work. Not cool, right? These greasy goodies can also wreak havoc on your digestive system, leaving you feeling bloated and sluggish. Now, I know what you're thinking. Lily, are you telling me to give up my favorite fried chicken forever? Hold your horses, my friend. I'm all about finding balance. You can still enjoy your favorite foods in moderation. The key is to make healthier choices most of the time. Instead of deep frying, try baking, grilling, or air frying your food. These cooking methods will give you that satisfying crunch without all the added fat and calories. And when you do indulge in a fried treat, savor every bite and make sure it's worth it. Remember, it's all about making smart choices that support your goals. All right, my fellow weight loss warriors. Let's talk about a food that's sneakier than those Instagram models who claim they don't work out. I'm talking about white bread. It's like the Regina George of the food world, all popular and innocent looking, but secretly sabotaging your efforts. You see, white bread is what we call a refined carb. That means it's been stripped of all the good stuff like fiber, which keeps you feeling full and satisfied. So you end up eating more than you need, and those calories add up faster than the likes on a viral TikTok video. And don't even get me started on what it does to your blood sugar levels. It's like sending your body on a roller coaster ride. You get a quick spike, followed by a crash that leaves you feeling hangry and reaching for more sugary snacks. Trust me, ditching the white bread is like saying bye-bye to those unflattering jeans you've been meaning to throw out. Now, I know what you're thinking. Lily, you're telling me to give up my beloved sandwiches and toast? Hold your horses, fam. I'm not saying you have to say goodbye to your carb cravings forever. There are so many delicious and nutritious alternatives out there. Whole wheat bread, for example, is like the Beyoncé of the bread world. Strong, powerful, and full of fiber. It'll keep you feeling fuller for longer and won't mess with your blood sugar levels. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, why not try some other grains like quinoa, brown rice, or oats? They're all packed with nutrients and can be used to make some seriously tasty meals. Remember, making healthier choices doesn't have to be boring. It's all about finding swaps that you actually enjoy and that fit into your lifestyle. So ditch the white bread and embrace the wonderful world of whole grains. You got this. All right, folks, let's talk about the ultimate temptation, candy bars. Those little devils are like the ex you know is bad for you, but you can't resist. They whisper sweet nothings in your ear, promising a moment of pure bliss. But in reality, they leave you feeling empty and unsatisfied. Candy bars are basically sugar bombs disguised as delicious treats. They're loaded with sugar, unhealthy fats, and empty calories that do absolutely nothing for your body except sabotage your weight loss goals. Think of it this way. Every time you reach for a candy bar, you're basically saying peace out to all the hard work you've put in at the gym and in the kitchen. It's like hitting the undo button on your progress. So next time you're craving something sweet, remember that candy bars are not your friend. They're like that toxic friend who always leads you astray. It's time to cut them loose and find healthier ways to satisfy your sweet tooth. Now, I'm not saying you have to live a life completely devoid of sweetness. That's just cruel and unusual punishment. There are plenty of ways to satisfy your sugar cravings without derailing your weight loss journey. First and foremost, fruit. Nature's candy, my friends. Berries, bananas, mangoes. The options are endless. They're naturally sweet, packed with nutrients, and will give you that energy boost you need without the sugar crash. And if you're craving something a little more decadent, try dark chocolate. Look for at least 70% cacao content. It's got antioxidants and is actually good for you. Just be sure to enjoy it in moderation. Remember, it's all about balance, people. You can totally enjoy treats every now and then, but don't let them become a regular habit. Choose wisely, and your waistline will thank you. Okay, unicorns, let's be real for a second. Pastries and cakes are basically edible works of art. They're beautiful, they smell divine, and they taste like pure happiness. But just like that gorgeous, expensive handbag you've been eyeing, sometimes you gotta admire from afar. I mean, think about it. Pastries and cakes are basically a delicious combination of sugar, butter, and flour. They're like the ultimate comfort food, but they're also the ultimate saboteurs of your weight loss goals. Those fluffy croissants, decadent chocolate cakes, and tempting donuts. They might seem harmless, but they're loaded with calories and unhealthy fats that can seriously hinder your progress. It's like that time you convinced yourself that one slice of pizza wouldn't hurt, and then you ended up devouring the whole thing. Don't fall for their sweet seduction. Now, before you start crying into your cakeless coffee, remember that I'm not saying you can never enjoy a slice of cake again. Life's too short to live without a little indulgence. But instead of making pastries and cakes a regular part of your diet, save them for special occasions. Make them a treat, something you savor and enjoy in moderation. And hey, if you're feeling creative, why not try making healthier versions at home? There are tons of recipes out there for delicious and nutritious cakes and pastries that won't sabotage your weight loss goals. Remember, it's all about making smart choices and finding balance. You got this. All right, my fellow food lovers, we've arrived at number 6 on our hit list of foods to avoid when you're trying to shed those pounds. Ice cream. It's cold, it's creamy. It's basically a hug in a bowl on a hot summer day. But trust me, this is one sweet treat that can really sabotage your weight loss goals. Ice cream is basically a delicious blend of sugar, fat, and, well, more sugar. It's like the Regina George of desserts. Tempting and oh so sweet, but ultimately bad news for your waistline. Listen, I'm not saying you can never have ice cream again, but if you're serious about dropping those extra kilos, you gotta be smart about it. Okay, so we've talked about why ice cream can be a diet buster. But what about some yummy alternatives? First up, we've got frozen yogurt. It's like ice cream's slightly less naughty cousin. It's usually lower in fat and calories. Plus, you can go wild with toppings. Load it up with fresh fruit, granola, or honey. Another option is frozen bananas. Slice, freeze, and blend them until smooth. Boom. Delicious, nice cream. You don't have to give up on frozen treats. Just find healthier swaps that satisfy your sweet tooth. You got this. Next up on our list of foods to avoid for weight loss is a fan favorite, but oh so tricky, pizza. I mean, come on, who doesn't love a good slice or three of cheesy, doughy goodness? But as much as it pains me to say this, pizza can be a real calorie bomb. Now, I'm not saying you have to swear off pizza forever. You can definitely enjoy it in moderation. Okay, so we've established that pizza can be a bit of a diet disaster, but let's not give up on it just yet. There are definitely ways to enjoy this beloved food without completely derailing your weight loss goals. First things first, portion control is key. Instead of downing an entire pizza by yourself, no judgment here, we've all been there. Stick to 1 or 2 slices and fill up on a big salad or some veggie sticks on the side. Another tip is to choose your toppings wisely. Instead of piling on the pepperoni, sausage, and extra cheese, go for lean protein options like grilled chicken or shrimp and load up on those veggies. Think bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, spinach. The more colorful, the better. And hey, if you're feeling really adventurous, you can even try using a cauliflower crust instead of a traditional one. It's a great way to sneak in some extra veggies and cut down on carbs without sacrificing flavor. Remember, it's all about balance and making smart choices. You can still enjoy your favorite foods in moderation while staying on track with your weight loss journey. All right, my fellow caffeine addicts, it's time to address the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the sugar-laden frappuccino in our hands. We're talking about high-calorie coffee drinks, those tempting concoctions that are basically dessert in disguise. I know, that morning latte is practically a ritual for some of us. But those fancy coffee creations can be loaded with sugar, fat, and calories, which can really put a dent in your weight loss efforts. We're talking about those caramel macchiatos with extra whipped cream, those mocha frappuccinos that are basically milkshakes, and those pumpkin spice lattes that are basically a Thanksgiving feast in a cup. Don't worry, I'm not saying you have to give up your daily caffeine fix altogether. There are definitely ways to enjoy a delicious and satisfying cup of coffee without all the extra calories and guilt. The key is to be mindful of what you're ordering and to make some simple swaps. Trust me, your waistline and your wallet will thank you. Okay, so we've established that those fancy coffee drinks can be a bit of a diet disaster. But what about some healthier alternatives? First things first, try opting for a plain old cup of coffee with a splash of milk or cream. I know, it sounds boring, but hear me out. You can always add a natural sweetener like stevia or monk fruit if you need a little sweetness. Plus, a regular cup of coffee has tons of health benefits, like boosting your metabolism and improving your mood. Another great option is to try unsweetened iced coffee or cold brew. It's just as refreshing and flavorful as those sugary iced coffee drinks, but without all the added calories. You can always add a splash of unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk for a creamy texture. And hey, if you're really craving that sweet and creamy flavor, try making your own coffee creations at home. There are tons of recipes online for healthier versions of your favorite coffee drinks using ingredients like unsweetened cocoa powder, protein powder, and natural sweeteners. You can control exactly what goes into your drink and save yourself a ton of money in the process. All right, party people. We've arrived at number 9 on our list of weight loss saboteurs, and it's a tough one: alcohol. I know. Hearing that is like getting a paper cut on your birthday. It just hurts. But here's the thing, my weight loss warriors. Those cocktails and beers can be sneaky little devils when it comes to your calorie intake. Alcohol is full of empty calories, which basically means it provides energy but zero nutritional value. Think of it like this. Would you rather have a plate of delicious, healthy food or a shot of vodka? If you do choose to indulge, try to stick to lower calorie options like light beers or spirits mixed with soda water and a squeeze of lime. Treat your body with respect, and it will reward you in ways you never thought possible. You got this. Now, let's talk about the dreaded drunchies. You've had a few drinks, and suddenly you're craving the greasiest, most calorie-laden foods imaginable. Pizza, burgers, nachos, you name it, you want it. Alcohol lowers your inhibitions, making you more likely to give in to those late-night cravings. So what can you do? Eat regular meals and have healthy snacks on hand. Your waistline will thank you for it in the morning. Now, let's move on to our final food foe, shall we? Okay, folks, we've made it to the final villain in our weight loss saga, processed meat. I'm talking about those tasty but treacherous culprits like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, deli meats, the usual suspects lurking in your fridge. They're often loaded with unhealthy fats, sodium, and preservatives that can wreak havoc on your health. Processed meats are high in saturated and trans fats, raising cholesterol and heart disease risk. They're also packed with sodium, leading to water retention, bloating, and increased blood pressure. And don't even get me started on the preservatives. Think of it as a frenemy. It might look appealing, but it's ultimately out to get you. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up meat entirely. There are plenty of healthy and delicious ways to enjoy protein. Think of it as a protein upgrade. Opt for lean protein sources like chicken breast, turkey, fish, beans, lentils, tofu, or tempeh. These alternatives are better for your health and delicious. Grill, bake, saute, or add them to salads. Endless possibilities. Stock up on these protein powerhouses and give processed meats the cold shoulder. Your body will thank you, and you'll be closer to your weight loss goals. And there you have it, folks. Our top 10 list of foods to avoid or limit if you're trying to lose weight. Remember, this isn't about deprivation or restriction. It's about making smart choices that prioritize your health and well-being. Think of it like this. You're not saying goodbye to these foods forever. You're just giving them a temporary timeout while you focus on nourishing your body with healthier alternatives. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to Lose Weight Now for more awesome weight loss tips. See you next time.